You are now watching Fourth and Inches.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches, boy. I was in the game on 4th and inches. Go put me in the game on 4th and inches. Put me in the game on 4th and inches. Go put me in the game on 4th and inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage.
Alright, y'all, welcome back, man. 4th and Inches live with my boy Rodriguez Moore.
Yes, sir.
Alright, man, we ain't gonna take too long. We're gonna jump right into it, man. Week 1 games. Let's start with the big top 5 matchup, man. You got number 5 Notre Dame at number 1 Ohio State. Man, who you got? What you think the game gonna be like? Speak on.
I think it's gonna be a good game in the first half. I think Notre Dame gonna come out playing hard. They got a new head coach, so I think he's gonna try to get him to play well for his debut game. And the fact that everybody already saying Ohio State should beat them by double-digit points, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're gonna fight hard, but I do feel like Ohio State gonna win.
I like Ohio State too. I'm interested to see what Notre Dame look like under Marcus Freeman. They ain't look too good in the bowl game, but that was brand new, the whole new roster, all that good stuff. So now he had a whole offseason to be, the man, and he the defensive coordinator. I feel like defense should be ready, but it's hard to get ready for all the NFL talent at receiver unless you got the athletes to match up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how it go, but I'm taking Ohio State too. Moving on, man, the backyard brawl is back. Pitt, West Virginia. JT Daniels is going to be starting for West Virginia. Keaton Slovis, I believe is his name, is going to be starting for Pitt. Both of them are USC transfers. So, hey, man, USC East side of the thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm taking Pitt, you know what I'm saying, simply because they home, and I just don't really know a whole lot about West Virginia. And I know that over the last few years, though, they defensive line has improved because they used to have, these little small, quick defensive linemen. They done got a little bit more beef up there at the front. So they should be decent, but I'm still taking Pitt simply because they're the home team.
Yeah, I gotta go with you with Pitt, and that's I don't really know too much about West Virginia myself, but I know Pitt now made the smallest bit of noise in the past few years, so I'm gonna get them the edge and down.
I feel you on that. Moving on, stand up in that area though. We got Purdue and Penn State. Now I know that you like to pick upset games. Is this one of your upset specials?
This is one of my upset games, man. It's one of my upset games. Purdue, Penn State. I feel like this is kind of like a must-win for Penn State anyway. But
definitely a must-win, even though it's game 1.
Yeah,
it's a must-win.
I feel like it's a must-win, but I think Purdue coming there and get that upset. Penn State going in next week and beat all of them.
Hey man, I like Penn State to win the game simply because, like we just said, man, it's a must-win. Penn State is 11-11 the last 2 seasons. If James Franklin loses this game to Purdue, it's gonna be a long season, and they just gave you all that money last year. People gonna start looking at him real sideways. You feel?
Yeah.
Another game, you got Utah going down to the swamp to take on Florida. I believe the spread is like 7 points. Don't quote me on that. But Utah ranked number 7, Florida not ranked. They have a new coaching staff in town versus Utah, who has one of the most tenured coaching staffs in the country. Man, I feel like Kyle Whiteham have been up for 30 years. So,
yeah.
You know what you're going to get with Utah. They're a physical football team. They might not necessarily have the same type of athletes everywhere, but you're going to get some physicality. They're not going to be intimidated. They're going to come to hit you in your mouth. Utah's going to come and try to hit you in your mouth.
Yeah.
The question is, can Florida hit back?
Since it's a home game from Florida, that environment, at least for a big game, I haven't been there where they play no little smaller school, but like a big game. You know, I went there last year when they played Alabama. That was a big game. I feel like this game against Utah is gonna be considered a big game.
Absolutely.
So that atmosphere, man, that crowd get into that game, man. I don't know, them boys. Hey, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't say with 100% confidence that Florida might win this game, that they gonna win, but I feel like it's gonna come down to the wire.
So
because they home now, if they was playing in Utah, then I would take Utah. But since it's in Florida, you know what I'm saying, and I done been there on a big game, I know how that crowd can get that team into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a good one. I think Utah might skate out of there, but I won't be surprised if Florida wins.
So I really want to pick Florida. I really want to pick Florida.
I would like for them to win for the simple fact they're in the SEC.
I ain't even on that. I just feel like they have better team, like roster top to bottom. Florida got a better roster. The only question, only thing that made me hesitate, I don't believe in Anthony Richardson at quarterback. I didn't believe in him last year.
You know?
When they said he was gonna start against Georgia, I was excited. I'm talking about big smile.
He's decent though.
He's not trash. He has super high potential, but it's reaching that potential that I'm kind of till I see it, I don't believe it. You know what I mean?
So what more you feel like you need to see from him?
Consistency. You know what I'm saying? Completing the ball at better than 50%, not turning the ball over so much. Like if he don't turn the ball over and he can complete 60% of his passes, like make the right decisions, he ain't got to necessarily be high completion, just more consistent with his decision making.
Yeah.
Cause the physical talent is there. I mean, he's like, he almost like a KJ Jefferson, Cam Newton type player. I ain't saying he them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he in that same build up. He like 6'4", 240 and can run with a big arm. So the talent is there. It's all about his decision making. You know what I mean? But if he can get that together, I love Florida to beat Utah.
Well, you never know. Maybe go and get that together.
Facts.
You know, their backup quarterback transferred.
First of all, he wasn't the backup. He was the starter. Okay, Dan Mullen was goofy and put that man on the bench, and now Dan Mullen fired. I'm just saying.
Well, he fired and the quarterback gone. So
how many games did they win after he made that decision? They didn't. They didn't. Nah. I'll take it back. It might have won one. It might have been Florida State. But anyway, who else we got? We got Cincinnati at Arkansas. That's another top 25 matchup.
That's a good game, but I think Cincinnati lost too much to the draft. They lost their quarterback. They lost like Sauce Gardner. They lost the other cornerback that was Kobe Bryant. So, yeah, I think Arkansas pulled that one out.
I love Arkansas. Man. Arkansas done added
Arkansas
some
is
pieces.
a scrappy team, man. I ain't gonna lie.
But see, this is fine, though. Not only are they scrappy, they done added Jaden Hazelwood, who was the number one receiver coming out when he came out from Cedar Grove, of all places, you know, from Georgia. They added Matt Landers, who was another receiver that was at Georgia. He transferred to Arkansas. Both of them are big body receivers. Like Hazelwood, like 6'3", and Matt Landers, like 6'5". You know what I mean? And they also added, they got Drew Sanders from Alabama to start.
He was actually one of our starters, but he got hurt.
You know, so that should help their defense out, you know, to go along with Bumper Pool and Cataline back there. So I like Arkansas, man. Arkansas might mess around and finish second in the West, man, for real.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
I wouldn't be surprised either. A lot of people are going to be shocked because they feel like Texas A&M is just so much better. They not. Texas
A&M, they gotta play consistently because just like last year, they beat us now.
Mm-hmm.
They beat us,
and lost
but
you
lost to Mississippi State, and then we go to play the Mississippi State and thump them boys. You know what I'm saying? So it was like certain games, I guess they feel like showing up for, and certain ones they don't care about.
And they were playing with their backup quarterback most of the year, and I like Zach Calzada. And I feel like he's just as good as the dude that had it starting. So I don't feel like that would have made much of a difference, but that's the excuse that they give. Yeah. Our quarterback was hurt. Y'all quarterback was throwing the ball away to the other team before he got hurt. So what you want me to do about it? Anywho, I got one for you, man. LSU and Florida State in New Orleans.
I feel like that's like a funny game because both of them sucked in the conference.
Facts.
But I don't know.
Can Brian Kelly pop this thing off?
I think they get it done, man.
You think LSU will get it done?
I think LSU gonna get it done.
Are you confident?
I'm confident.
I'm not confident.
And the reason I'm confident is
give me Florida State.
Florida State.
Man, give me
They ain't
Florida
been
State.
talking about nothing.
You know what I'm taking Florida
Trash.
State? This one I'm taking Florida State though. I'm taking Florida State for the same exact reason I took Penn State. Cause they got to have it. Mike Norvell, you got to have this game.
You gotta think about this. From a roster standpoint, LSU way more talented.
How you figure? Who you know on LSU roster? Nobody. Everybody gone.
They got that star receiver, who might be one of the
okay, cool.
best receivers.
He coming back off injury. Next.
The quarterback.
Who was their quarterback?
Transfer. He transferred from. I was just actually reading about this.
They the name of starter?
They say they don't want to name one because it's going to give them the advantage.
Exactly. So
You know
who the quarterback?
If they don't name him. But who they were saying, it was
So
the
basically,
black dude.
basically you got a new quarterback that ain't never played at LSU before. You got a new coaching
But
staff.
they was decent last year. We only beat them by 7.
I didn't say they were trash last year. I said most of those players are not there this year.
I mean, he had some transfer out. You know?
Some. We had a lot. I ain't saying they're gonna be trash. I'm just saying, to me, I feel like the game means more to Florida State than it do to LSU.
It can mean more to them, but I don't got no confidence in Florida State.
But see, you put that on top of the fact that they got the same coaching staff, pretty much they same team back from last year. LSU got all brand new everything, and it's the first game. Like, this was late in the season, yeah, I'd probably take LSU. Game 1, Florida State, come on, pull this one out for me.
So this your upset.
It's my upset pick, man.
Okay,
Got to.
Okay, then.
All right, let me see who else we got. We got Clemson at Georgia Tech.
I don't even know why that's one of the...
Because it's Clemson.
Georgia Tech ain't been talking about that.
Man, Georgia Tech has been a disappointment to the whole state of Georgia. I'm going to need them to tighten up.
Yeah, since they went away from the triple option.
Since they left the triple option, it's been trash.
Yeah.
But yeah. Only thing about Clemson that's interesting though is, they're gonna have a good defensive line because they always do. But they got 2 projected first round picks on their D line.
Clemson might have the best.
I just told you they got 2 projected first round picks up though. And it's another dude, I can't even think of the other guy's name, but they were saying he might end up being the first rounder when he get ready to go draft. So a lot of people are comparing Clemson defensive line this year to Georgia defensive line last year. I don't feel like they're gonna be that, but they might.
You still feel like Georgia gonna be that?
No, I don't feel like Georgia's gonna be that. I ain't
don't
never
feel
seen
like-
somebody have 3 defensive linemen drafted in the first round.
You don't feel
Show
like
me
it's
what they
gonna
have
be
of
no
the year.
drop-off?
I didn't say it won't be no drop off. I just said they're gonna be as big of a drop as some people like Alabama fans think.
You say you don't think it's gonna be as big as a drop like we think?
No, because the best defensive lineman is still at Georgia.
Nah, Davis gone.
Like I said, the best of the group is still there. And 3 of them went in the first round. One of them went number 1.
Nolan Smith and
Nolan Smith is not defensive lineman. He's an outside linebacker. Him and Will Anderson play the same position.
Who you talking about?
Jalen Carter. The one that everybody projected right now is either 1 or 2 defensive players gone in the draft. Him and Will Anderson.
He definitely the number 1, not just defensive. He's gonna be the number 1 player gone.
I don't think he's going to be number 1 player. But
Yeah,
defensive player, I would hope so. The way the NFL is.
He's gonna be the number 1 player gone
I
overall.
mean, the way the NFL is, pass rushers tend to go for defensive tackle. That's why it was so special that they had the 2 D tackles go in the first round last year. That don't usually
It's
happen.
gonna depend on whatever team drafting and what they need is.
Absolutely.
Ain't no sense in me drafting a edge rusher when I need a quarterback.
Everybody need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Everybody need edge rushers.
Yeah.
I can't have enough.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
your edge rusher ain't gonna get you no Super Bowl.
You think so?
Not just
I mean, I feel like Von Miller would disagree with you on that.
You could find
I feel like Von Miller disagree with you on that.
Von had help too though.
I mean, he was the Super Bowl MVP though.
Yeah, but he had help.
You know who the MVP of the last Super Bowl? Aaron Donald.
Yeah, they was on the same team too.
Yeah, that's my point I'm making. That's the point I'm
But what
making.
I'm saying is, if you know you in need of a quarterback right now, and you trying to find your future, your franchise quarterback who can run your offense and shit for you.
I think that's overrated, personally.
What?
the whole we're gonna find us a franchise quarterback in this draft. He's gonna start. I feel like a lot of that stuff overrated.
I mean, it could.
Because you look at around the NFL right now, most of the good quarterbacks didn't start from the rip. They just didn't. But neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Last game we're gonna speak on, of course, them dogs. The reigning national champions.
That ain't the last game we're gonna speak on.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's the last game you're gonna speak on.
Man, we're not talking about Utah State. Man, we not speaking on Utah State.
No, I ain't talking about Utah State.
Anyway,
I'm talking
Georgia,
about Alabama.
Georgia.
I see what you did though. See what you did though now.
Man, go ahead, man. Utah State at Alabama. It's gonna be a murder scene.
It is. It's
Call the homicide detective.
I'm just looking at this like, it should be over in the first half, and then I can get a chance to look at my second string quarterback, Jesse Rowe. That's the most exciting part.
So can we talk about the fact that these folks couldn't stop UConn run game? And you wanted to speak on this when they finna go to Tuscaloosa.
No, but what I want to speak on
what are we talking about?
Is the fact that it should be over in the first half at halftime, so I can watch my second string quarterback, Jalen Milroe, come out and throw that ball around. That's the most exciting part. I'm ready to watch him.
Man, do y'all see what I had to deal with, man?
You know what I'm
This
saying?
dude gonna bring Alabama no matter what.
I got to.
He's gonna bring up Alabama.
That's what I'm here for.
Anyway, Georgia, Oregon, some of the real prime time game of the weekend, because they know that ain't Ohio State gonna be going. You feel me? Georgia, Oregon. Oregon got Dan Lanning. They got Bo Nix. They got a whole lot of SEC flavor going on. You feel me?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be good for the first. Actually, the whole game might be good. I don't think y'all might not get off like y'all thinking.
You don't think so?
I ain't saying y'all ain't gonna win, but I'm saying y'all might not get off how y'all thinking. I know y'all Georgia fans probably thinking, shit, after about a quarter and a half and we settle down real good, we're gonna beat the shit out of them. I don't think it's gonna go like that. For the simple fact, Dan Lennon know that defense in and out, so he know the weaknesses. He know who on that defense is weak.
Mm-hmm.
He know Nolan Carter weak spot. He know all that. So he can use that to his advantage. Now, the only thing is getting his players to believe that they can beat y'all, which they probably will, seeing how they went to Ohio State last year and beat them boys. So they probably feel like, if we did that, we can do it again this year against this Georgia team with a coach who already know the defense through and through, been there the last 3 years. So he know, you know what I'm saying, okay, he might not know exactly who gonna do what because y'all got a different coordinator now, and y'all might try to disguise some stuff. But for the most part, he know y'all defense. And he gonna know how to counter that defense, seeing how he had it goddamn on, He know, and then he know the offense too because he played against the offense while he was the defensive coordinator, so he know who on the offense is capable of what. I'm pretty sure he know Brock Bowers. He know he goddamn good. He probably also know how to goddamn stop him too, but he couldn't expose that when y'all at practice. But yeah, I think it's gonna be better than y'all think. That's all I'm saying.
My turn now?
Yeah, go ahead.
My turn?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I mean, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it. That's all I had to say.
You know who else knows Georgia defense inside and out like that?
Who?
Bo Nix.
He don't know it. He don't play it against it, but he don't know the
3
defense.
times. He done played 3 times.
He don't know the defense though.
He 0-3. That's number 1. Number 2, that same Oregon team that you talking about that went on the road and beat Ohio State last year, they lost 2 games to Utah last year. 38-7, 38-10. Do you know why I bring up the Utah games? Because the Utah games are more relevant than the Ohio State games. Ohio State run the whole spread offense, spread everybody out, throw the ball all around the yard. That's cool. That's cute. Utah gonna hit you in your mouth. And when they got hit in the mouth, they folded twice. What you think Georgia gonna do?
I don't know.
Georgia gonna hit them in the mouth on
Because
offense and defense.
It's like I said, they went in there with confidence, knowing that they were underdogs.
They went into Utah with confidence. They got smacked around.
Yeah, but Utah won
Twice.
Utah ain't Ohio State.
That's my point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the point I'm
That's
making.
just like
Utah is more like Georgia than Ohio State.
No,
they're gonna be physical. They're gonna run the ball, and they're gonna hit.
I'm saying from a point of relevance.
I'm saying from a style of play.
I'm saying from a point of relevance. Okay, Utah ain't Ohio State. That's just like, okay.
Okay, cool. That'll work for the first game when they got smacked around. How do you justify the rematch in the Pac-12 championship game when you got smacked around again the exact same way? They couldn't stop the run last year with Kayvon Thibodeau. He gone. You can't stop the run. You can't dominate the line of scrimmage. You can't win a game against nobody like Georgia, Alabama, Clemson. None of them teams.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So what make you feel like all of a sudden they just gonna dominate the line of scrimmage?
I ain't say they was gonna dominate the line.
Then they don't got a chance.
I said he know y'all defense.
I don't care who the coach
weaknesses.
is. I don't care who the coach is.
You know,
You can put Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, whoever you want to put on that sideline. If your players can't play, you can't win.
So you telling me in the SEC championship game, Alabama just dominated the lines of scrimmage? No.
They dominated enough.
No. We didn't dominate at all. We did enough, but we didn't dominate at all.
Your offensive line was good enough to give Bryce Young time to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Yes or no? That mean they won, right?
That mean they did enough.
They dominated the line of scrimmage.
He had to hurry up and get rid of them up. But y'all was leaving our receivers open is what it was. That's how Jameson Williams
that
broke for that.
played
You know what I'm
into
saying?
it. But that ain't what we're talking. We're talking about Oregon right now. Can Oregon stop the run? No.
I don't know. They
Can
stopped
Oregon?
Ohio State.
Ohio State don't run the ball. That's my point.
Ohio State run and throw the ball.
They do not run the ball. That was the problem with them last year. And they got one of the best running backs in the country. I don't know why they don't give him the
why you
ball.
don't think they feed that man? They
Because
feed
they
that
did.
man.
I don't know why they did. They
know.
did.
I don't know.
But man, listen, man.
We're gonna see.
Listen, man. Is you taking Oregon? Oh, you already done took Oregon, right? So you taking Oregon with them 17 and a half.
Yeah.
You took
With
Oregon
17 and a half? With 17 and a half?
17 and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like Georgia to cover that. Now I do feel like that first half might be a little tighter than a lot of people think you're gonna be. That third, fourth quarter, when the big boy get leaning on you, it's gonna be a different story, my guy. A different story.
I mean,
Especially with them tight ends Georgia got. Who you gonna match up with? I like Justin Flo. He's a very talented linebacker. Who
yeah,
he
Oregon
guarding?
ain't got Thibodeau no more.
It wouldn't matter. Who he guarding? Who he holding? Nobody.
But y'all not finna throw it to the tight end the whole game. So.
Stop it. That's how they threw to last year. We only had one of them at this point. Now you got three. Neither here nor there. So anyway, we're gonna go and wrap this thing up. You feel me? Y'all got our picks, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Saturday we will be live, you know what I mean, hitting in and out throughout the day. So just stay tuned, man. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel and you listen to this on podcast form, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go subscribe to the TikTok channels. I put a lot of content on TikTok that ain't on YouTube either. Yeah, man. You got anything else you want to say, my guy?
Nah, man. Roll Tide, man. That's it.
Man, go Dogs.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches for hours in the